Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody out there had a good weekend. It was nice and cold here, so I slept good all weekend. We don't use the heat very much in the house, so I was buried under comforters and quilts. Anyhow, today I have got a raw vegan salad dressing recipe to share with you, and we're going to build a little salad here. I'm going to show you a salad I've built. So anyhow, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on that little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Getting started a little bit late today. Hope this loads quick enough and I get it out on Monday night. But if not, c'est la vie, right? Anyhow, yeah, let's just get right to it. This is probably not going to be a real long video today. Some of you who watch my videos regularly, you've probably seen the way I make a salad, but I like a big salad with lots of different colors in there, lots of different things, lots of different textures too. Texture is important to me. In this salad right here, I've got a full head of red leaf lettuce. I got some nice purple cabbage chopped up there. Digest a lot better for people that have problems with cabbage, cruciferous type stuff. And the same thing with this broccoli slaw over here. Over here, I've got some cucumber salad chopped up with some red onion. And for our red, we've got some red bell pepper. Love red bell pepper. I don't like green pepper, but I love red. And some fresh lentil sprouts there, which I just pulled last night from the sprouting jar. So got a nice big salad there and a nice little dressing to go with it. Now, the way this dressing came about was the other day, and I didn't share it immediately because I wanted to tweak it a little bit. Other day I was in the house, I had salad stuff, I wanted a salad right then. I had some basic things, but I didn't have anything for any one of my normal, usual salad dressings. So I said, okay, let's just see what I can create around the house. So I had some certain things around here, and I made it. And it was good the first time. I could have been okay with it the first time, but I wanted to tweak it just a little bit. So what we have here in this, and I don't even have a name for it yet. I'll have to come up with a name for it, but you've got 2 cloves of garlic, 2 dates, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, the juice of 1 lemon, and basil. Now let's talk about basil for a minute. In my opinion, there is never too much basil. There's no, for any recipe, for me anyway, there is no such thing as too much basil. Basil's not as economical here as I was used to it when I first started doing this stuff down in Costa Rica, where I just got big bundles of it every week at the market. So I would have, I get this package for $2.99. It's decent. It's better than the last little town I was in Alabama, but still, I would have always used more basil. If there's ever a question, stuff more basil in there. You won't go wrong. All right. I've said the juice of 1 lemon, the basil, 2 tablespoons of tahini, a hunk of red onion, and that's about as accurate as I can get because it wasn't a half, it wasn't a quarter, it was a smaller onion. I just took a big thick hunk. And the reason I went with the red, because the red just has a certain little bite that I like a little bit better. A lot of times, in fact, I'm looking over at my produce table over there, and I tend to buy sweet onions, but for that cucumber salad and for other things, I've been kind of going for that little red onion that's got that more of a bite. So, just play with it. You can put it, if onion's too strong for you, you can put a little bit less, or if you like it a lot, you can put a little bit more. And then I used a little Himalayan salt. And then I used a zucchini. And the zucchini was basically just one thing. It was kind of filler. The last time it wasn't quite as thick as I liked it. And I said, okay, what can I put in there? And I've learned how to use, zucchini as filler. And I also use spinach as filler sometimes. Now, the reason I use zucchini is just simply because of economics. To use a zucchini is a lot cheaper. Spinach is expensive in the stores, and it doesn't go very far. So probably the zucchini I used was maybe 60 cents or so, whereas I'd have to buy a whole bag of spinach, which was, I don't know, about $3, $3.50, $4, something like that. So just used that. And then it's with all my dressings or all my recipes that I tell you guys about. You start with it's all depends how much water you use, depends on how thick, how liquidy, whatever, how you like your salad dressings, whatever. But as I always say, you can add more water, but you can't subtract water. So do it little by little, especially if you've got a higher speed blender. Just pour a little bit in there, blend it. When it gets stuck, and when it's not blending anymore, pour a little bit more in. Pour a little bit more in, and just keep doing that and blending until you get the consistency you want. But I'm telling you, you'll probably do it until you mess up a few times, and I have, where you'll pour too much water in there, and then it just gets too watery, and you're trying to look around, okay, what are ingredients, can I cut up another zucchini and put in there, or can I do something else now to thicken this thing back up? So anyhow, I've got a couple of things to do here, and probably in about 30 minutes I'm going to go eat this salad. I don't know why about this cold weather. I think it's because I just like to get on in bed early, because we don't use the heat that much around here. I just climb on into bed about 5:30 or 6. So I generally eat my last meal of the day probably before 4 o'clock or around 4 o'clock. So anyhow, that's enough. I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you try it, let me know what you think. Have a beautiful week, and I will be back to you probably on Wednesday. Peace.